HoveLand Radio, oh, wait. HoveLand on the radio. HoveLand Radio, oh, wait. Listen to our radio show. Hi, I'm James Hovey, and welcome to HoveLand Radio. And I am finally by myself. I finally got rid of Adam. He's not allowed on the radio show this week. I got rid of Steve. I got rid of Adam. I have my own engineer. Now I have my own show. Finally, it has taken me months to get my own show. I started with the intent of having my own original show with news and all sorts of things, and then Adam showed up and somehow screwed it all up for me. So now, I am the solo host of HoveLand. Now, Adam's been kicked off the radio, as I said. He's not allowed on the radio because he was nearly fired. In fact, he was fired by our boss, Rick Gold. Came in last week, fired him. I am the employee of the month because let's face it, I do everything for the show. It's me. I do it all. By myself, just like I'm here now. By myself on the radio. And, I mean, Adam's pretty much on his last legs overall now. It's either he gets his next video right, or he's out. He's done. Gone. I don't even know why I vouched for him. Why do I need him? I could have just made another video. I could have filled that slot on my own. Stupid me defended Adam. But either way, I'm employee of the month. My trailer is the official HoveLand trailer. You can check it out at hoveland.ca. Hopefully you're already watching this on hoveland.ca. It's a great place to be. Great place to see some funny videos. hoveland.ca. So, I'm also very excited tonight. I have a guest. A country music legend. And I mean real country music, not that crap pop country they play on whatever local station it is with that wagon wheel bull crap that, man, I love this bar. None of that stuff. No, we're talking about a real, genuine country legend. We're talking about the red-headed stranger here, Mr. Willie Nelson. Now, hopefully Willie's bringing me a treat. Something green and gold and glorious, maybe? I hope Willie is known for that sort of thing. Willie's a great guy from everything I've heard. I can't wait to meet Willie Nelson. He's Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. Joe, you know the one I mean. It's a great song. And of course the song, The Red-Headed Stranger, where basically he shoots a woman for looking at his horse funny, is what I am fairly certain the gist of the song is. It's, I can't believe that Rick Gold got me in contact with Willie Nelson. I mean, Willie Nelson. I had Frank Stallone booked for a show. But Willie Nelson is a real celebrity. Top-notch, A-list celebrity. With what I've heard is some killer ganj. Which, hopefully, he's going to share. Maybe he'll bring some moonshine. I can't remember if Willie's much of a drinker anymore. I know he's gotten off the pills. Good for Willie. I think, Joe, probably it's about time for some... Maybe we're going to do some news, or are we a little bit early for news?
We can do some news.
All right, let's do some news. It's great. I made this news theme song.
New intrigue, world, local people, people's story, excitement, pride, importance, weather, education, local fires. With your host, me, James Hovey.
That's right. So, 62 miles north of Frankfurt, Germany last week, a robot killed a man at a Volkswagen plant.
Good news. It is I, Willie Nelson, and I am a little bit early. I'm sorry about that, but here I am.
Adam, you're not Willie Nelson.
Well, they let me in security. They bought it at security.
Adam, the guys at security don't work for Rick. They're not told to keep you out.
Right. But I told them I was Willie Nelson, and they still let me go. And do you know what? Do you know who?
Yeah, but they know who you are.
Yeah. I got some good news for you.
What's your good news?
Willie Nelson isn't coming. I tricked Rick into thinking that I was Willie Nelson. Can you believe it?
So now I don't.
I'm back on a
guest.
I'm back on a technicality.
No, you're not allowed to be here.
I have a pass because I got this email. All right, and it's from Rick Gold. Okay, look at it. See right there. It says, you can come on the radio show.
Yeah, it says, "Dear Mr. Nelson, we would love to have you on a radio show as you are a country music legend.
Yes.
Known and beloved around the world."
It still counts. I have that email. You don't have that email. That email
Mr. Willie Nelson,
Yeah.
will you please come to our radio show?
Okay, but what I'm saying is this email thinks that I'm Willie Nelson, so it counts. I'm in.
No,
on a
it doesn't
technicality.
count.
You're going to have to put up with me for the rest of the show because I'm the only special guest you got. All
I
right?
was finally getting to do my show by myself the way I'd always wanted to do.
And I heard it out there, and it wasn't that great.
It was going great. I got to talk about being the employee of the month. I was getting into the news.
But you had these big pauses, big pauses between everything you were saying. And if I were here, I'd have filled those pauses. I'm advantageous to have around, and I think you just better admit that.
Everybody needs to breathe. That's what the pauses are for. I got to take a breath in.
Yeah, but if you have two people, that doesn't come into play.
But you don't need two people.
Well, you've got it now, like it or not. And you know what else? I'm pretty close to Willie Nelson, is what I'm saying. I know most of his songs.
No, you're not.
Well,
you don't know any of his songs.
Yeah, sure I do.
All right. Sing me one Willie Nelson song.
Yeah, I can't live if living is without you.
That's a Harry Nilsson song.
They're the same guy.
No, they're not.
All right, let me do another one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, another one.
Everybody's talking at me. I don't hear a word they're saying.
Again, that's a Harry Nilsson song. And actually, those aren't even really Harry Nilsson songs. Those are covers.
But I can sing them pretty good.
No, you can't.
I can sing them better than you.
I'm not going to sing them on the radio. This isn't a radio show where I sing.
Yeah, because you're not as good as me at them. So let's just admit that and admit that I can be the special guest.
I don't have the proper backing track to sing it, and I'm not singing on the radio.
Perfect. So can't we just say that I'm your singing special guest then? Let's just get past this Harry Willie Nielsen stuff, and I'll be your special guest. I'm Adam with a wig, and I can sing better than James. It counts.
How is it that... I don't think that's true. But how is it that you can know what Willie Nelson looks like, but not know anything about Willie Nelson?
Google images.
How did you pick Willie Nelson?
It matched the wig that I already had. What I typed in was...
if it matched Willie Nelson, it would have braids.
Well, I did braid them. I braided them myself.
Yeah, that's not a braid.
It's close.
And it would have a sweet bandana.
It's my first time braiding something, so you can't say
that's just the grungy old tie from your house coat.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about all that. But what you're wrong about is whether or not I'm an accurate...
It has a cat pee stain on it right there.
What you're not being accurate about is whether or not this is an accurate representation of, Willie
Nelson? No, it's not.
It's close.
And it's definitely not anything close to a representation of Harry Nilsson.
I look more like both of them than you do. How's that feel?
No, I don't think that's true either way.
No, whatever.
I don't think either one of us look like Willie Nelson.
It's a good thing that we're being videotaped now, because there's a video record of this, and people can comment on who looks more like Harry and Willie Nielsen, me or James. And it's not going to be James.
Neither one of us looks like either one of those two people, or the third person whose name you just made up and said.
But I've got the hair that's the closest to them. We can all just admit that. If you're going to admit it,
that's
do
not
it
your
in the
hair,
comments.
that's a wig.
So next week, I can bring them to James and say, look how many people disagreed with you.
That's not your hair, that's a wig.
That's what... Yeah, okay, fine. You're nitpicking again. You're nitpicking. The people knew what I meant when I said it.
Can I get back to the news?
I'd rather we didn't get back to the news. I came prepared with a bunch of Harry Willie Nilsson songs to sing.
Well, if you can sing me one song that's actually a Willie Nelson song, you can sing for the rest of the show.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm thinking of one. Did he write the Ghostbusters song?
Most definitely not. That was Ray
Okay, that
Parker
wasn't
Jr.
the one that I was thinking of. I was thinking of a different one.
And Ray Parker Jr. does not look anything like Willie Nelson or Harry Nilsson either.
It's sit beside the breakfast table, think about your troubles. Pour
Okay, on to the
yourself
news.
a cup of tea, that counts.
No, that is Harry Nilsson from the movie Me and My Arrow.
I like him a lot better, and the movie's called The Point, and I like him a lot better than Willie Nelson. So I'm just representing my likes, and you can, what you're saying, you're just putting down a little guy again.
No, I'm putting down you.
You're jealous that I'm back.
No, I'm upset that you're back. Aggravated that you're back.
So I'm back with a vengeance, you would say.
Oh, you're making me feel vengeful, yeah.
All right, fine. Now,
I'm hoping justice will be served.
now I'm ready for us to get on with the news, because I have brought my own news segment.
All right, well, let me do mine first.
Fine.
Since I already started my news, as I was saying, at a Volkswagen plant 62 miles north of Frankfurt, Germany, last Monday, a robot killed a man. He was pressed up against a wall while installing a new piece of equipment, and it crushed him to death.
Was it like, did the robot, what did he transform into, this robot?
Nothing. They were installing a new robot with some kind of press on it.
So, okay. So they had, like, it was a transformer that turned into some kind of press, and it pressed this guy?
No, it didn't turn into anything. It is like a robot with a press on it. Doesn't
So a
transform.
regular non-transforming robot killed someone, is what you're saying?
Yeah, non-transforming robot.
Well, that doesn't seem likely. I didn't know that they were out to do that kind of thing.
Well, they're not. It was mostly, they say human error probably caused the machine to react like that and push a guy into the wall.
So this human made an error, and it upset the non-transforming robot, which then crushed him.
That's not really how that works, Adam. He
Well,
probably
what kind
pressed
of-
the wrong button or accidentally nudged a button while he was beside it, and it...
Yeah, well, I'm just saying,
Jammed
if
him
you're
into the
dealing
wall.
if you're dealing with robots, you want to give them their distance, okay? Robots.
Well, it was his
you
job
can't-
to install the robot
Yeah.
into its cage.
Nowadays, you think it's okay to just trust any robot, but it's, and you know what we know about the future is, like Terminator, that could happen. You
Yeah,
don't.
but it's his job to install the robot inside a cage where it does its job.
You know what they do when there's a bomb? They send in one of those bomb diffusing robots.
Yeah.
Maybe they should do that with like the bigger, deadlier robots.
But
it should be set up by a smaller, safe robot for us to be around.
The bomb robots are remote controlled. There's somebody controlling it at all times.
That's right. Yes. But they are safe, the person with the controller.
Well, yeah, they're using a remote control from
What was
probably
that?
quite a distance away. Joe, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Come on, we're trying to do a show here, Joe.
You were close to getting a paycheck this week. I'm going to tell Rick Gold what happened, and then I'm going to
You
get that
can't
paycheck.
tell Rick Gold anything because you're not allowed on this premises.
I am allowed on here as long as I look like Willie Nelson.
No.
We've established that.
No, you're allowed on the university. You're not allowed to go to Rick Gold's house or any of the actual Rick Gold properties.
Yeah, okay. Except for what I'm
Including
doing.
Rick Gold's Golden Corral.
I don't want to go to Rick Gold's Golden Corral. Last
But they
time
have
I
all-day buffet.
and they also have horses and stuff. And last time I was there, I got kicked.
Wrong type of corral, Adam.
They have that. No, they're there. They're in the back. You didn't see them.
Adam, you're not allowed to keep live horses at a restaurant.
They were wild horses.
There are no wild horses in North America.
They were
anymore.
wild antlered horses, and I got too close to them.
Those are deer, Adam.
Whatever. They look the same.
And
You
they
can't-
don't normally come up right behind
And
the
I'm
restaurant.
pretty sure that a deer is a kind of horse.
Did you walk in? No, that's definitely not true. That's
Then how
not
do
at
you
all.
explain how they look so much the same?
They don't. Deer are like a quarter of the size.
Yeah, but they're mini
and like
horses.
10 times as tasty.
They call, you know what those little horses are called? Mini horses. Deers are the same thing. They just don't get the respect name-wise.
No. They don't call them miniature horses. Well, I mean, miniature horses are some.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But they're called Shetland ponies. They have an actual name.
Yeah, but ponies, people are aware, just generally.
Yeah, but Shetland ponies are those miniature horses that you're
people
talking
call them
about.
mini horses, and they should apply the
stupid
same
people.
respect to deer.
But they're actually called Shetland ponies. Here we have white-tailed deer.
I don't
and we
care
have
what they're
does
called.
and
I'm
bucks
talking about what they should be called.
and little baby deer.
I'm talking about what they should be called. All right?
Well, good thing you don't get to say what stuff should and shouldn't be named.
If it's a horse, but it's smaller, call it a horse.
It's not a horse. It's a deer. They're genetically different. You can't breed them together and get a...
Has anyone ever tried?
Here,
Has anyone ever tried? Maybe just
Probably.
one species is very unattractive to the other, but in reality, it would work.
like pandas, and that's why they can't get them to breed, because they just don't like each other?
Yeah, it's like that exact same situation.
Yeah, no, that's not it.
Well, whatever. I'm sticking
Because
with
a buck will screw just about anything.
but not a horse, you're saying.
Well, I'm sure they've tried.
So the horse isn't in with them. It's one or the other. It doesn't have to be both. I'm still right about it.
No, you're not. They can't breed together.
All right, are you done with your news?
Fine, do whatever your stupid fake manatee news is.
It's not fake.
Is it from the manatee?
Yeah.
Then it's satire, then it's fake.
It's satire. But it is real news.
Am I going to have to explain to you what satire is every week?
I'd appreciate it if you didn't.
Well, you still don't understand what satire is, so I'm going to have to.
No. I understand what it is, and you're just jealous that you were not
No.
on with such a highly dignified news organization as the Manatee. I am the official representation for the Manatee radio-wise.
The manatee is satire, and satire means it's not real.
It sounds like jealousy to me. What are you the official liaison of? Nothing. Gigantic Mother New Brunswick statue is being built, and it's going to beckon youth back home from Alberta. This is according to Shauna Chase.
Mother New Brunswick?
Yeah.
What the F is that?
It's Mother Nature's little sister. But she's pretty big here. They're putting her right up on, where did they say here? It's going on... I can't find it. There's a lot of words on here. If they just put the...
Created by first-year NBCC students?
Yeah, they're going to make her with a can of Alpine in one hand. Because of they're doing that, Alpine's paying for the whole thing. So it's free. So you can't talk about that. And then they're putting a cigarette in the other hand because people out there... regret moving away because
Adam,
the cigarettes are cheaper here, I think.
No, they're definitely not doing that. That's just saying that people from New Brunswick like to smoke a lot because we're all unhealthy, terrible people.
Well, just look at the statue. It's pretty beautiful.
Adam, that's a composite picture. Somebody made that.
Yeah, it's a composite picture.
No, somebody took a picture of the statue of the Madonna.
You think
They put an alpine in the hand and they stuck it on a hilltop.
You think you're outsmarting me, but check this out.
That's Rockwood Park.
Yeah. You know what that is?
We drove by that on our way here.
What did I say at the start of this? This isn't built yet. What you're looking at there is an artist rendering. So now you're the dumb one.
Adam, it's on the manatee. It's not happening. It's satire. It's made to fool stupid people like you.
One thing that the manatee said was going to happen and then didn't happen. One thing.
The premier of the province was going to join One Direction.
He wanted to. They didn't let him. Name a different one. That doesn't count.
Pepsi is going to stop advertising.
They said they were going to.
But they didn't. The manatee said they did.
Right.
Which means Pepsi never said that.
Look, I don't want to get too far into this stuff. We talk about the
Look,
satire
we're already
argument.
into it.
We talk about the satire argument every time, and you say that it just is to trick stupid people, which I agree with, and you've been tricked by it, so let's move on.
No, you're the one being tricked by it. That's the thing you don't get.
But I'm telling you it, so I'm tricking you with it.
No, but I don't believe it, and you do.
Well, it's true, so you should believe it.
But it's not true, and that's why I understand that it's satire, and you don't.
Let's just move on. You know what it's time for? We haven't done any Rick Gold's Golden Goods, and Rick said this week he wanted us to do more than we usually do.
All right, let's do the Golden Goods catalog. Do we have?
See, Rick, this is why you should hire me back, because I'm on top of this Golden Goods catalog. James doesn't even want to do it.
Adam, Joe, play the Golden Goods theme.
I'm taking a break.
Unique things around the house that you can't find because they make no sense. Well, they make sense, and we sell them from Rick Gold's catalog.
Okay, so we're back here with Rick Gold's catalog. Let me just...
You know what I noticed at the start of that, what Joe did? He pointed to you.
Yeah, it's my show.
Yeah, Joe, you got to recognize that when I'm on here, it's 50-50, me and him. So you point to both of us, or you point to me, and not, or you don't point at all.
Adam,
What?
who's wearing the headphones?
That's right. I'm wearing the headphones.
Give me
I'm
those
in charge.
headphones. Give me the headphones.
No.
Give them to me. I'll trade you for these.
No, I'm
It's
not
a
putting that... I'm not getting your lice or whatever you have in your hair.
I had no clue you're going to be here until you showed up.
Can I have your headphones?
No, I need to monitor the show. It's my job.
I can tell you if I get loud or not. Just let me use the headphones.
Well, trust me, you are getting louder and quieter.
That's why I'd rather gauge it because I don't trust you guys. All right, I can tell you who to turn up and down. Give me the headphones.
No, that's
No.
not happening. Let's get on with the
Rick Gold catalog.
Rick Gold's catalog.
Yeah, don't sing
Yeah.
it. That's my song. I wrote that.
Yeah.
That should be noted. If I do get fired from this show permanently, I want it.
I'll make a better one.
Yeah.
Okay, on with the
It
catalog.
won't happen, but you better make your
Rick
own.
Gold's colorless, flavorless soup.
Yeah, it's good for the business person on the go. That's who this whole catalog's focused at.
It says it is a bowl. Just add water.
Yeah, you got to heat it up too.
So, what's in the bowl?
Secret ingredients, I imagine.
Well, it just looks like it's a bowl of hot water.
I think it's one of those "it is what you want it to be" kind of things.
Like the food in Hook? Like Bangarang?
I get, yeah, okay. That's it. Yeah, let's advertise it as that. Rick,
Yeah,
let's recall this one this week, and then next week we're going to get it out of there with kind of "it is what you want it to be"
Yeah.
vibe.
Colorless, flavorless
That's
soup.
the problem. He called it flavorless. Let's get that word out of there. We'll redo it next week.
Bangarang. It's whatever flavor you want it to be, I guess.
Colorless, every
odorless?
flavor, but not at once soup, we'll call it.
Is it odorless, though? Or does it smell terrible?
I think the odor is whatever you want it to be, too.
Okay, so it is really just a bowl of hot water, in which you supply the hot water yourself. Yeah. And in theory, the bowl leaks.
We do sell water cold separately. See, down there? These are pre-frozen ice cubes. You can use these for different kinds of things, and one of them is
that's
to
just
fill
a
up
bottle
the
of
flavorless
water.
soup bowl. Well,
That's pre-frozen, as in water ice before it's frozen.
it's still useful to have. Are you saying you wouldn't want to have any water ever?
No, I drink water. I'm just saying, selling it as ice cubes when it's water is not really a cool thing to do.
Well, yeah, but it's very profitable, okay? And you're getting in the way of these profits.
I'm not getting in the way of any profits.
Every time we bring up one of these Rick products, what do? You stomp all over it.
I will not sell a product that I don't believe in.
Well, then Rick's going to cut you out of the list.
Well, as long as I keep making the best videos, it's not going to matter. All right.
I think those pre-frozen ice cubes, I've bought them, and they freeze faster than regular water. I can tell you that. So
No.
James is not...
That's not a physical possibility.
Okay, if you want to say your own bad
Aluminum
stuff,
toe
that's fine,
boots.
but it's different to get in front of my good stuff I'm saying. And aluminum toe boots are good to have.
Adam, it's tinfoil on the outside of a boot. In fact, this
a
one
lot of
here,
layers.
the running shoe variety, that's just an old Nike.
Yeah, but we put so much tinfoil on it, they're quite protective.
Tinfoil is not protective at all.
In multiple layers it is. We put about 150 layers of tinfoil. Just wrap it around the end of the toe.
So it would really, and from the price of them, it would actually be cheaper to buy a real proper steel toe, or even composite toe boots.
Well, we had to jack up the price because of how much aluminum foil we were using per boot. We were using a whole roll it's 2 whole rolls per pair of boots.
Yeah, that's not a moneymaker.
No. But
You shouldn't
they
do
are
that.
at $79.99 to us, so just buy them.
Well, what else have we got here? The 48 card playing deck. You can't play cards with 48 cards.
Not with that attitude, you can't.
You're missing 4 cards.
Yeah, but you don't know which 4 you're missing.
Well, you don't know which 4 you're missing, but you still can't play because you don't have the full deck.
It depends
Much
on
like you, Adam. If you
depends
use
on
that
what
deck
game.
of cards, you're not playing with a full deck.
Very funny. It's not. You can't play every game with
Solitaire.
it. You can't play every game with it. We will admit
Poker.
that. You can play poker with it, just not a bunch of hands. Look, what I'm saying is, it's most of a deck, and it costs. How much does a regular deck of cards cost?
Like 50 cents.
Well, these are $5, but they got really cool graphics on the back.
Adam, that's just crayon.
But it's a crayon drawing of everyone's favorite, Rick Gold.
Yeah, it looks like Rick just threw a bunch of cards around for that Rick's Kids charity that he has.
He had a design your own card back contest. Okay.
So basically, he got a bunch of child labor to
Yeah.
make him incomplete decks of cards.
Well, check it out. We can rent this child labor because that's another product. Rick's Kids. He's got too many Rick's Kids going now. So what he's done is you can rent them or even buy them, and they come over and do chores or whatever. We got one of them now. He's helping Joe.
You're not allowed to sell children. That's slavery.
Cops haven't busted him yet.
Oh, after they hear this on the radio, they probably will.
I doubt it.
And if I hadn't known that was some sort of child labor kid, I would have dropped him off at some sort of halfway house on the way here.
We're giving him a tip. Okay, we're tipping him. It's not like we're just paying Rick.
Well, you better tip him good. At least give him a sandwich or something.
Yeah, he got a sandwich on the way over here.
All right. Well, what other products do we have here on Rick's?
They're all quality products. Flip the page.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh,
you.
this is this is a disgusting product.
None of them are disgusting.
Use it again, lube.
Okay, well, this is not something that we really meant to have read out on the radio, but yeah, it's in there.
Well, that's definitely not the sort of thing that you should be selling.
Well, you can reuse it, so why not? And it comes with
No, you can't. It's
the biggest.
just disgusting.
Yeah, the biggest reason why people don't reuse it is because they can't get it back in the bottle. Well, ours comes with a scraper and a funnel.
That sounds painful for everybody
Well,
involved.
no, it's not a paint. It's one of those ones you use to get water off your windshield. It's a soft one. It doesn't hurt.
It's
You scrape it into the funnel, back into the bottle.
so is it like a wide mouth jar bottle or is it like a fine point? So it's a wide mouth jar and you get all your gross pre-used, reused probably several times.
You can reuse it as much as you want, but you got to wash it off in between.
How do you wash it off?
You just add water, spin it around, make sure it's hot water.
That's disgusting, and someone is going to catch a disease from that, or at the very least, some sort of bladder infection.
What do you think this lube's for?
What do you think people use lube for?
This isn't that kind of lube. This is just like shoe lube. You can get your shoes on.
Shoe lube? Who puts lube on their shoe to put it on?
You can get your shoes on easier. Maybe you've got some like pants that won't fit quite right. You can lube them up, and you don't have to throw out the lube when you're done.
Do you have pants that you require lube to put on, Adam?
Well, no, but
Do
you
you
know
have
you do.
some
You probably
latex
do.
pants? Yes, I do have a nice, sexy pair of latex pants.
No,
that
I'm
I
not saying
occasionally
that.
wear around the house.
I'm saying-
for my own personal pleasure, but that has nothing to do with reusing lube. That's
We
just plain
invented
disgusting.
this use it again clothing lube for people like you who have trouble fitting into their clothes on the regular.
I just wear baggy clothes because I'm fat. I just buy bigger clothes.
Well, now you don't have to. Now you can go back to your way too tight clothes and you can get
No,
back in them
I'm
with this lube.
I'm not putting reusable lube anywhere near me.
Well, it's up to you what you do
All right,
with your
well-
lube. You can throw out all your old pants. You can lube them up.
Do you have any more products?
Do I have any more products? We have so many more products. We could talk about them for hours.
All right, well let's go on to something else.
Nope.
All right, then let's just end the show here. Then
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.